soon. Wait, microphone. Cek. Kedengeran nggak suaranya?
Kedengeran.
I cannot see you.
But we can hear you.
Mia lagi makan apa?
Super strict.
Apa?
Super strict.
Enak ya.
Oke, akhirnya bisa kedengeran. Oke, kita mulai aja langsung ya. Good morning, everyone. Hope you all have a good morning today. As usual, we're going to start with sharing about what are we grateful for today. I'm going to start with me. I'm very grateful that this Saturday I'm very free, so I can have this session with you all again. How about you, Max?
I'm grateful because I can join.
Yeah, usually you have math class this morning. How about you, Zach? What are you grateful for today?
I am grateful that it's like this.
How about you, Zach?
I am grateful that I can play with Maxie today.
Well, you can play Max today because Max don't have math class today. So everybody is free this morning. Okay, how about Mia? What are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful that the Sargem is finally back from every day.
Yay! Me too. How about Kasera? What are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for all of us being healthy and a good Saturday morning.
Yay, me too. Now, Audrey Kaira, what are you grateful for today? Can't hear you. I can hear Audrey Kaira. How about is it only me can hear Audrey Kaira or anybody can hear?
No, I also cannot hear. I think she's still mute.
Audrey, unmute. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Okay, what are you grateful for today? I still can't hear you. I'm sorry. Maybe something wrong with your microphone. Maybe you can check again your microphone. Or you can tap it on the chat box. We really can't hear you. Sorry, Audrey. Okay, Audrey can type it on the chat box. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to share what we all will learning today. Okay, today we're going to learn about one basic art principles, which is repetition, pattern, and rhythm. So the last few weeks, we've learned about basic art elements, right? So from now on, we're going to move on with the basic art principles. Anybody know what's the difference between elements and principles? Anybody?
Elements are like what make the artwork, and the principles are the ways that you do it.
Okay, yeah, correct. So elements is basically all the elements that you can use to make an artwork, while the principles is how you want to put the elements into your artwork. So imagine like you are cooking. Elements will be all the ingredients. Principles will be the step-by-step how you will cook your ingredients, something like that. So basic art elements with basic art principles together, we're creating an artwork in such a way that if we want to put it as cooking, we're gonna prepare it in such a way that we can finally have a nice meal, a delicious meal, kind of artwork, something like that. Okay. So the first basic art principles that we're gonna learn today is repetition, pattern, and rhythm. I'm gonna play the slide now. Please let me know if it's not changing yet. Is it changing now? So what is repetition? Is it changing now? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So repetition is something that repeats. So if you see one object or shape repeated over and over in the same order, we can call it repetition. So for example, this shape, what is this shape? Anybody know what is this shape? What is this shape?
Oh yeah, that's a triangle.
A triangle. So if we have this one triangle and another, and another, and another, and another, in the same order, as in same color, same shape, and same size, over and over, this is what we call as repetition.
Wait. So if you put a line over here and over here, it looks like that there is a white upside down triangle over here.
Oh yeah, you can see a repetition of white triangle.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so how about pattern? Pattern is a few objects or shapes that are repeated over and over in the same order. For example, we have a triangle here, the same triangle as the previous one, and another triangle, but in different color. The same shape, the same size, but different color. So if we put it, these shapes in this order, like this, can you see the pattern now?
Oh yes, that's a triangle.
So what will be the next? Can you guess?
Yellow.
Yellow what?
Yellow.
Yellow triangle. Yes. And next is the gray triangle. So can you see the pattern here? What pattern are we making actually? What is the pattern?
Yellow gray triangle.
Yellow gray triangle. So this is the pattern. This is the pattern that is repeated over and over again. So a few objects or shapes that repeated. This is the pattern. Okay. So if I have this triangle and this triangle, one is upward and one is downward, and it's repeated over and over and over again. Can you guess what is next?
An upside down.
An upside down, really?
An upside down. It also called an upside down.
Upside down, this one? The next one is this?
Upward, upside up.
Upright?
Right side up.
Yes. How about the next one? What will be the next one?
An upside down triangle.
An upside down triangle. So what is the pattern? Can you see?
So upside down, upside up. Upside up, upside down.
Upright and downward triangle. So
Okay.
this is the pattern. Yeah.
So even if you put a line over here and a line over here, it looks like that one is like some sort of
Zigzag line.
a bridge or
Oh, looks like a bridge. Oh, I see what you see. I didn't notice that before. You see a bridge structure. Nice. Nice eyes. Okay, so if I have another triangle, but this time with the red circle, if we go over and over and over again, can you guess what is next?
Red circle.
Red circle, correct. So what is the pattern?
Yellow triangle, red circle.
Yeah, so this is the pattern.
Yellow
Okay.
triangle, red circle.
So now if I have another pattern, can you guess what pattern that I want to make?
Yellow triangle, red. Yellow. It's yellow, red, gray, triangle, circle.
Okay, what's next?
Yellow triangle.
Yellow triangle, and then?
Red.
Red
Circle.
triangle.
And then? So what is the pattern that I'm making here?
Yellow, red, gray, triangle, circle,
Yeah,
triangle.
so this whole
There.
thing is the pattern. The pattern is these three elements. Okay, so now we all know about pattern and repetition. So what's the difference, pattern and repetition? What's the difference between pattern and repetition?
Pattern is like doing like for example L and then an E, and it keeps going like an L E L E.
Oh yeah, that's pattern L E L E L E. How about repetition?
I don't know.
Do you see any repetition in pattern? Do you see any repetition in pattern?
Yep.
Yes, there is repetition in pattern. So repetition is in the pattern, and the pattern that we put it over and over again in repetition, it makes us some kind of pattern that we recognize. So I have another pattern here that I want you to guess what kind of pattern do I make. So what is next?
Yellow triangle, red circle, and
Yellow, red triangle, circle, cube.
Do you see the pattern here?
Yep.
So what is the pattern?
Oh, hold on a second. It's yellow,
Yes, the whole thing, these 5 elements is the
yellow,
pattern.
red, yellow, red,
Yeah.
yellow.
So,
Triangle,
and
circle,
these 5
cube.
elements will be repeated over and over again to create a pattern. Okay, so now we go to the rhythm. So we know repetition, we know pattern. So what is rhythm? Rhythm is actually a combination of elements that is repeated, but with variations. For example, we have this one triangle, we want to repeat it, but smaller size. The same object, the same shape, the same color, but different size. And then the next one, we want to put it like this. Still the same color and the same shape, but different size. It's even bigger than the first one. And then we want to put another one, which is the same. And then another one. And then another one that is bigger. And then another one. So this is what we call rhythm. So we have variations. We have a variations of triangle in sizes. Okay, so next, another rhythm that we can see is different objects with different colors. We want to make a rhythm of it. So we will variate it with different colors and different sizes, even different direction, different position even, it's slightly higher, and then different orientation, we rotate it, different angle and all that. So these are rhythm. So we come with the basic shape with this triangle and circle, and then we make a variation out of it in sizes, in colors, in orientation, in positions, and all that. So this is what we call rhythm. Okay, so anybody have questions so far? Anybody have questions so far? Now we're going to see patterns in nature. So what is this on the left side?
Spider web.
Spider web. Can you see the pattern that the spider web is trying to make here for the house?
You see this?
Yes, there's a repetition in lines over here. And this is also a repetition in radial formations. Radial means it's centralized in one point and then it spread over like this. This is radial. And then what is this? Have you eaten pineapple before? Have you seen a pineapple before?
Yes.
So the skin is actually from a repetition and a pattern. Can you see the pattern here and the repetition here?
Yes. Sometimes the spikes are big, sometimes the spikes are small.
Yes, there are small spikes and bigger spikes. Although they have a same orientation, which is diagonally.
Rhythm. That's rhythm.
So this is another example of rhythm in art. And this one is What is this? Repetition, pattern, or rhythm?
Repetition.
Yeah, it looks like a repetition here. How about this one?
No one needs to.
What is this?
That's zebra.
A zebra. A zebra has a rhythm because no zebra has the similar stripes. It's like a fingerprint for them. So how about this one? A verb. Repetition and pattern too. If you see, there's a lot of leaves that is formed here, right? How about this one? Stairs. Repetition or pattern or rhythm? Repetition and pattern. Okay. How about this one? Rubik's cube.
Has a pattern and
Has a pattern. Pattern and repetition. How about this one?
Pattern and rhythm.
Pattern and rhythm. Yeah, some of them have different color, different sizes, different apa sih ini namanya bentuknya? Different polygons. Yes. Okay, how about this one? What is this?
Oh, those are signs.
A sign, yes. Repetition, yes. And this one?
Repetition.
So we can actually see
Repetition.
repetition is everywhere around us. A pattern? Mhm. Oh, a pattern as in the stripes, is it? Yes, you can see repetition here and a pattern too.
And also the chains too.
Yes. Can you see any pattern or repetition around you in your house? Can you find any repetition or pattern in your house? Here. Let me see. Oh, the ring of the book.
Under there.
The binding for the book here is a repetition.
Under the bed. Can you help me get it?
The lines on the ruler is from repetition. Oh, what is that, Jack? Yeah, what is that? What is that?
Pattern of.
It's the pattern. Yes. Yeah, good work, everyone. So now we repetition. What do you find, Mia, for the repetition?
Headband.
A headband. Oh yeah, I can see the repetition. Yes, nice, Mia. Okay, another example that we can see is a brick wall and a window in a building.
Rhythm.
All the windows here, what do you see here?
I see rhythm and repetition.
Repetition in the shape, but rhythm in the color, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because the color put as a random object, random orders, I mean. So this, we can see a repetition here and we can see a rhythm too. So now we're going to see repetition, pattern, and rhythm in the artworks. So this is one artworks by Rene Magritte. So what do you see here?
That is pattern and repetition.
Pattern and repetition.
No, repetition and rhythm.
Repetition and rhythm.
And pattern.
Oh, what pattern, Zach? Can you see what pattern?
Dudes.
Ah, this one form a repetition here. And the pattern.
The pattern of dudes.
The pattern of dudes.
And windows.
Windows, yes, exactly.
Me.
People focus on the human, but they forgot about the windows.
Repetition.
Yes. So the next one is an artwork by N.C. Escher, Birdfish, from 1938. What is this? What is this that you see on the screen?
Repetition and pattern. Repetition and pattern.
Repetition and pattern, yes. So what kind of repetition and pattern do you see? The bird and the fish, of course, as in the title. How about this one?
Oh, elements.
See that in the video?
Repetition.
Someone like
Repetition, yes. Repetition.
I ever seen that picture?
See repetition here in the swirling, repetition here on the stars, repetition here on the turbulence.
There's repetition everywhere.
How about this one?
That's rhythm pattern.
Pattern? Yeah, believe it or not. Gada. Okay, this is a painting by Jackson Pollock. He's an abstract painter that is very famous. So believe it or not, as random as he's trying to make this painting by splattering paints, it's actually form a pattern that you can't really see in the naked eye, but if you really zoom into the paintings, you will see a lot of fractal pattern here in this painting. So we can see pattern too in fashion design. So anybody who's wearing clothes with some pattern?
Oh yes, one. Like my pants.
Your pants?
Yes, my pants.
Let me see your pants.
It has owl, owl, tree, and leaf.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it repeated over and over.
Maxi's pants too.
Yes. Oh yeah, Maxi pants too. So our clothes, our fabrics, they have a certain kind of pattern and repetition. And in architecture, we also use a lot of repetition and pattern. Yes, this is the Parthenon in ancient Greece.
I see. The repetition.
Yes, familiar with this building, Max?
Yeah.
So what is the repetition in this building?
Repetition. The column.
The columns, yes. The columns is repeated over and over.
Oh yes. No, and also the top over here.
The top what? Ah, yeah, the decoration here on top.
Yes.
Oops, sorry. Pencet Jack. Aku pindah sendiri dia. What is wrong with this?
Aku juga kalau di Spotify itu
Suka pindah sendiri ya?
iya.
Okay, sorry.
Tadi aku tuh tadi skip.
So this is also example of pattern and rhythm in architecture. This is a building in Singapore. If we look closely, it form a pattern like this.
This is a building of Singapore.
Yes, this is one of a building in Singapore. It's very famous. We call it durian building because the roof looks like a durian skin. What are you looking for, Daddy? Ah. Okay. Thanks, Daddy. Okay, next. Who've been to Candi Borobudur?
Oh, this one is pattern and the repetition.
Oh yeah, this one is
bricks.
pattern and repetition. The bricks, yes, and this the hole. And the small chandi here is form a repetition because they has like a lot of this in chandi. The clouds, yes. I didn't notice that. I'm too focused on the chandi and I didn't see the cloud. What is the cloud forming, Zach? Pattern?
Repetition.
Repetition?
Pattern and repetition because big and then small.
Ah, yeah, I agree with you.
Because the class is all repetition and pattern.
Why
can't I do this but I'm knocking myself?
Yes. Okay, so now we're going to do the activity which is inspired by MC Escher.
Whoa. So the clouds can also help you not feel of the heat, like the trees.
Yeah. So MC Escher is a mathematician. He was also a painter. He was a mathematician and an artist, basically. And he has these tessellations, artworks that is very fascinating. So these are few that we see. We saw this before, right? Previously on my slides. So these are other tessellation projects that Asher
The
did.
color.
Flying horses.
The color. Pattern and color.
This kind of work, we call it tessellation. Tessellation means a pattern that we repeat it over and over again in continuously and seamlessly. So if we want to repeat this again and again and again, we don't have like end images. It's always like repeated over and over again in such a way. So if, for example, it's like this, the fish and the bird. These two shapes, if we put it together over and over again, it will keep forming this kind of pattern. So another example is this horseman. What can you see in here? How many horsemen do you think in this image?
Infinite.
How many types? Sorry, how many types of horsemen?
Two.
Two. There's a brown and there's a white one. The white one is facing to the left hand side, and the brown one is facing right hand side. And together they form this pattern, tessellation, over and over and over and over again. So each line, each shape is filling each other. It fills each other in such a way that it will be repeated over and over again. And this one is 8 heads.
What do you do?
Can you find what is the 8 heads? The 8 heads is the pattern that is created in this repetition. Can you find it?
So 6 heads.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So total 8 heads repeated over and over and over again.
It's hidden.
Looks complicated, huh?
Hidden.
Okay, so how do we do this? I have one simple examples that we can do. So prepare a paper and draw a square in 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Okay, you can do it now. So, and then after that we cut it, and we draw some triangles in both corners here, triangle A and triangle B. We cut it, and then we, oops, sorry. And then we put this triangle, we cut this triangle, and then we put it on top here. So this triangle here move to this part. So we have one shape here. And with this shape, we're gonna create a tessellation. Like this. We're gonna repeat it over and over and over again. And then we can draw the details after you draw it on the paper. Okay, so this is one example that you can do. The next one I'm going to show you is another option. If you need more challenge, you can start with a triangle shape. And then we're going to cut just one corner here in any shape you like. Okay, we cut it, and then we put it on other side. We connect it in on the other side, in other side that you want, any other side. And then it will form like this. And with this, we're gonna create a repetition like this, over and over and over and
Repetition
over.
and pattern.
Yes, repetition and pattern. Okay, so this is the second example. If you want to try a more challenging pattern, well, try this one. We're gonna do this. You can start with a rectangle and then cut more complicated shape out of it. And then put it somewhere in other side, which side, any side you want. And then you have this one pattern here. And from here, you're gonna connect it each other and forming this pattern and repetition. Another one example, this is quite easy, almost looks like the first one, which is the fish. So we start with a rectangle. We're gonna cut here to form the mouth, and at the same time to form the tail. So we're gonna move this to the back here. to create here the tail. And then we're gonna cut one side here to form the fin, and we're gonna put it on top here. And now we have this fish. And from here, we're gonna repeat it over and over and over and over again. This is just examples. If you have any other creative way to create a form, do it. Okay? Anybody have any questions? Any questions? No? Okay, which one do you want to do?
Okay, this one. I'm gonna do the first one first.
The first one, okay.
Saya punya pertanyaan.
Yes, silakan.
Marang.
Bikin patternnya harus kayak gitu ya?
Bikin apanya?
Ada cara yang lain gitu?
Ada, bebas. Just like what I said, this is just some sample and inspiration. If you want to make other form, you can make it. Bebas, tapi caranya kayak gitu. Salah satu caranya ya, kayak gini. But if you want to make other shape, boleh, bebas. Ini cuma
Silakan kali. Yang penting hasilnya pattern.
yes, yang penting hasilnya tessellation tadi itu. Dia kalau diulang, berulang-ulang saling mengisi. Oke, Jack mau yang mana? Yang ini? Oke. Gonna need one paper. Next, kertasnya pakai ini aja nih, bisa share nih. Kertas yang buat dipotong pakai ini aja nih.
I want to do the cat, miss.
Yes, Mia.
I want to do the cat, please.
You want to do the cat too? The cat or the fish? This one? Okay. Okay, let's draw 5 centimeter by 5 centimeters.
5 centimeters.
Mana? 5 mana?
5
Yes.
5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters.
By 5 centimeters.
Can I also do an oval?
Yes, you can. Any shape you want.
Okay. 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters.
Okay. Scissors. Okay, now cut it.
It's not going to be a cat head. It's going to be chicken head. Baby cat. Baby cat head. It's going to be a baby cat head, mommy.
Thank you.
Mommy's like, Tante Ira.
Yes.
Do we need to make the tessellation of a cat?
Yeah, you can make any shape you want.
Oh.
Let's give examples. Maybe you can try the cat first because it's quite easy and very simple.
Yummy. Look at this.
Then once you good at this, you can try another shape.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Bikin yang mana? Mhm. The circle. Wow, that's very tough. You really need more challenge, aren't you? Okay, Jack, now you have your cat here.
No,
Now you're
don't
gonna,
call it a cat.
now you're gonna, oh my God. Now you're gonna trace this onto your paper over and over and over again. Okay, start from here. Start from here.
Hold it, Mommy.
Wait. Let me see. It's not a line yet. Okay. No, that's not. Okay, hold it with your hand. Hold it with your hand. Don't move it.
Yes, I always lose that when I'm tracing paper. I'm not good at tracing papers.
Yay, you have one. Then you want to repeat it over and over again. You know how to repeat it on the below here?
Yes.
How to repeat it over
What
the
about
below
4?
here? So like this.
4? 4, that might be that might be enough. Oh wow. Hold it. I said hold it.
Say the magic word.
Please.
What's that? Is it repeated? It's quite difficult to make it from a square, from a circle, I think. Wait, let me try to imagine if it's not a circle. I think you still need to start with square first. And then from the square, you can draw a circle inside and then cut the side, cut the corner. Oh, nice, Zach. One more here.
Yeah. Much better.
Udah hapus kan? Sama dilurusin.
Much better.
Okay.
Oh my god, so straight.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
straight.
That's a very nice straight line. Okay. Udah itu nggak usah digambar lagi kan udah ada. And then it's draw that again.
I'm gonna make 1, 2. I'm gonna make 4. Just straight line down.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not enough to make it straight down.
You can only draw 3. I think you can repeat it to the side here.
I'm gonna
Nice.
make 3 by 3.
3 by 3, okay. 3 by 3 is fine. Udah. Okay, now 3 by 3, okay?
So this one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then another one, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That is called 3 by 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay, continue then.
Alright. Miss Ira. Have
Yes.
a minute.
Yes.
Does the paper have to be 4?
No, it's up to you.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Not connected to them just like that. I'm not good at drawing lines. Ah,
No.
wow, erase it
Yang itu
later.
nggak usah digambar lagi.
This is like a force field.
No. Okay, next. Kita next. Coba tes bahasanya kayak apa itu? Coba. Udah, kalau udah nyampe sini kamu tinggal gambar yang ini sama ini kan yang ini udah ada. Nah, you will meet in the lines. That's why you call it tessellation. See, now you only need to draw this, this, because this one is already connected, right? Okay, now draw the bottom. That's the best part about tessellation is that every line here is gonna meet each other. Oops, missing one. Can you connect it from here to here without any tracing? Wow. Okay, next. You only need one more row here, then you can draw the face. Okay, for the face, you can draw a variation. You can draw a rhythm. Okay.
Okay. 3 more. Wait.
Yay! Now you can draw this, and this, and this. Okay. Wait. Still need this. Yeah. Nice. Okay, one last cut. One last cut. Nice. Yay. Okay, now you can draw the face. It's gonna go up, Kiki.
No, I'm expecting. Wow. Can I see a picture?
Miss Ira,
Yes, Audrey.
does we make this one or there is the another project to make?
Oh, you can make another one that I've shown you if you want. Take a screenshot of here and then you can do it by yourself.
Aha, that's a good idea. Let me see it.
After it,
And this one too, if you want to make.
can I do it later?
Yes, of course, you can do it later, anytime.
Because I can read it on AJS book.
Okay. Okay.
In AJS book, there is the testation how to.
There's step-by-step solution.
Okay, can I leave?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
11 o'clock. I'm going to let you continue with your own works and please send it to me once you're done, okay? You can send it to the Telegram group.
Thank you
Okay.
for the session.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ira.
All for today. See you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Mama, the next one. Mama, the next one.